It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Yankees are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Michael Wacha will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings a straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Molina gathers. Throw to first is in time, 1 down. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. His career line against Wacha. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, Vero?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
First pitch on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Severino, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Digging in, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
First pitch on its way. Colton Wall comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One out, nobody on. And he struck him out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Hicks is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there. He couldn't make the play on it.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippy. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
In now, Gary Sanchez. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
DeJong in an 0-2 hole here. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike 1. Cabrera, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. The 2-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Now here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping into the box, Gio Urshela, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Now batting, Aaron Hicks, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Fantastic season all the way around. Not only did this guy just get on base by base hits, but he also leads the league in slugging percentage, so he's up there doing a lot of damage.
First offering on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
A bouncer to the left side. Cabrera's there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Into the box, Luis Severino. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Yadi Molina digging in now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. 0-1 the count. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. That'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Now the pitch. That's by him for strike 1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. So it's a lone runner all the way over at third after the error. And next will be the pitcher, Michael Wacha. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Fouled off. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Jose Martinez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Martinez is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. To third. Taken there by Cabrera. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Rosario.
So stepping in, David Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. This is chopped down the third baseline. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Colton Wong will stand in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The second baseman, Colton.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Goldschmidt.
1 man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. DeYoung is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number one has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And the pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Goldschmidt has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Soft liner towards short. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
First pitch on its way. Asdrubal Cabrera is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Digging in, Tyler O'Neill. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now here's the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Squared that one up just a little late. Up and the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Striding in, Yadier Molina comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
And it's quickly 0-2. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Aaron Hicks. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Digging in to try it again, Luis Severino. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the letters 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bader is there. 2 gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. From the stretch. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. The Yanks leave 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Harrison Bader.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Wacha. First offering on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. No runs, no hits. One error for the Cardinals to this point. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
And now, Jose Martinez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Colton Wong would be next if they can keep this inning alive. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still no score. Now at the plate, David Rosario. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center, so there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
From the stretch, Aaron Judge is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count in your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that's through for a hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Giancarlo Stanton now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Rosario on second. Judge on at first with nobody out. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez. A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. A few steps off a second there. Now the pitch to short, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. So coming to the plate, Colton Wong. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. He's got it 1 away. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul DeYoung. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. The 1-0 home.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
In the dirt here, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. That one's in there. 3-1. fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Back up the middle, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket on strikes and was able to get a single.
Into the box now as Dribble Cabrera, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2-0 count, the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he's also responsible for the 3 men on base, and he'll need some big-time help here to preserve a no decision. Dylan Betances is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tyler O'Neill is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another try at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out. And we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. The 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
0-2. Here it is. And it's fouled away. 2 out, bases loaded. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. 8th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Riding in once again, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
First offering on its way. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bader has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Miguel Andujar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41, Miguel Andujar.
And that misses for ball 1 as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Well, we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with Show Track. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top-notch as well. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Popped him up. Wong is under it, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Yankees. We are still scoreless. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Harrison Bader. He's set and the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. 1 out.
The pitcher, number 52,
Conrad Chambers will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Conrad Chambers.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Ottavino is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
2-2 the count. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Hicks. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Here's the 1-0. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. The pitch. Right side hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. Cards leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ryan Helsley will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Ryan Helsley.
Digging in and looking for more, David Rosario. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He swings and grounds it to short. DeYoung's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. Still no score. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next will be the imposing power bat, Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Too low to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman,
The next to bat for St. Louis as Dribble Cabrera. Last time through was a base hit. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Hicks will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez.
the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
This is line to left. O'Neill is there, and he'll bring this one in.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
So striding forward now, Gio Urshela, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
And with one swing of the bat, they got the lead here in extra innings. That's always the fear, right? You get into extra innings, Dan, and everybody forgets how to play baseball, and we're all just trying to create a home run derby. But that was a heck of a swing to give his team the lead.
It sure was, D-Roy. Now they're going to need the pitching staff to buckle down to get through this bottom half of the inning. Big swing of the bat, but you want to make it pay with the scoreless bottom of this inning.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. Now this one's crushed. Left field line, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Molina has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Good point. We'll grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 45, Luke Voigt.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. He's got that batting average up over 350 now. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. In the air now, out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Yankees 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Aroldis Chapman.
Digging in once again, Tyler O'Neill, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Fouled off. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score a ball in a gap.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
The 0-2 on its way from Chapman. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Hernan Perez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks is after it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Adam Ottavino earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Aroldis Chapman hammers down the save, his 32nd of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Victorious Yankees, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's state attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.